Hello everyone. For this video I want to speak about the topic of loyalty, and we're going to explore the light side and the shadow side of loyalty. Loyalty, like any other trait or tendency, is something that can be present either in a deficient amount or in an excess amount. So we're looking to find kind of a greater balance in our life so we don't go too much to one extreme or the other. And with loyalty, you could probably find many different examples of either extreme. So one extreme would be a person who has essentially hardly any loyalty to anyone. So they're constantly looking out for their own self-interest, and they don't follow through on the things they tell or promise to other people. They will use or manipulate other people in order to serve their own short-term gain or agenda. So that would be a person who is very unloyal, who's not really concerned with having those social bonds with other people. Loyalty in some way tends to involve having some type of a social bond or connection with people. So often people exhibit a lot of loyalty when they're trying to develop or build bonds with other people, when they have a very strong need or desire for some form of social belonging or attachment. So if you have that type of attachment issue where you feel that you can develop or build a relationship by displaying very strong loyalty, that can kind of encourage or facilitate you leaning in that direction of being very highly loyal, very deeply committed to pleasing other people or to serving or sacrificing to in some way support what other people desire, what would benefit others. So that's that extreme loyalty that may be present. So we can end up going to one extreme or the other, as I mentioned, and this can be present in many different aspects of life: our personal life, our romantic life, our professional life, our involvement in organizations, our role as a citizen. Here in the United States, many of us grew up going to schools where in school children were expected to recite a pledge of allegiance, something designed to help children build loyalty toward their country. So you may recall, if you're a citizen or resident of the United States attending school and being asked to recite the pledge where you state, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." So in that whole statement, there may be some things a person agrees with, and perhaps some aspects of it that a person might not feel comfortable pledging their allegiance. So part of it is pledging allegiance to a flag, which is just a cloth symbol. And also there's a statement in there, under God, and people who don't have a religious faith or belief or a concept of a higher power could object to that part of the statement. So there are reasons why someone might choose to make that statement of loyalty or not. Now, if we expand upon the idea of loyalty to a country, what exactly is a country? Is it the geographical area where people live? Is it the people, the population of that country? Is it the governmental institutions of that country? Is it the legal documents used to found that country? In the case of the United States, it would be the Constitution. All of those are potential aspects of what someone might use to define what that country or nation is. So not everyone would even agree on how to define what the country is that they're pledging allegiance or loyalty to. And of course, with any person, with any group or organization, if you're having loyalty toward that, then there might come a point where that person or group or organization is acting or functioning in a way that might go against something else or someone else that you feel some loyalty or commitment to. So your country might be acting in a manner that you disagree with, that you think is unethical. Your romantic partner might be treating you in a way that you don't think is fair or respectful. And if you are overly loyal, you might just allow that, you might go along with it because you're afraid to not be loyal. So with the country, someone might accept what their leaders are doing or choosing. They might not speak against it or dissent because they're afraid to be unpatriotic or unloyal. In a relationship, someone might be afraid to have conflict with their partner or challenge their partner's actions because they might think they're being disloyal or betraying their partner. What comes to mind at the moment is the song by the musician Meatloaf, the song "I'd Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That." Well, we want to have some type of limit or boundary, because if our loyalty goes too far, then in a sense we'll do anything to maintain that loyalty, even if it means supporting something unethical or something that goes against our other values or other commitments we have. So we can consider having some form of balance in regards to this concept of loyalty. I hope that this discussion has brought up some things for each of you to consider in terms of your own life, your own relationship, your own commitments, both toward yourself and toward others. Loyalty isn't something that's either inherently good or bad. There are situations where it's actually very helpful and valuable to maintain commitment toward others, to build that social connection or cohesion, while there are also some circumstances where that can go too far and where that social connection or commitment you've made can be manipulated or exploited by others to your detriment, and you want to be more conscious or mindful to have a boundary that you set in those circumstances. So this is the conclusion of this discussion of the light side and shadow side of loyalty. I appreciate each of you for taking your time to view this video. For those that are interested in spirituality and holistic health and personal growth, I invite you to view other videos on my YouTube channel or other places I've posted them. You can also find information on the healing resources that I share at phinsights.com. That's PHINSIGHTS.com. For now, I wish each of you a wonderful day. Namaste.